Here we are, folks, in New London, Connecticut, right on the Thames River. We say Thames, not Thames. And right across from Fort Trumbull, we're looking at what used to be a very vibrant middle class neighborhood. And we're pretty much in the location where the home of Suzette Kelo was located. And what happened was back in 2001, 2002, a drug company, the Pfizer drug company, decided to buy the property. Now, there were some people that didn't want to sell, which was their right not to sell. It's private property, and the drug company had every right to want to expand, but if they can't buy the property, then they can't buy it, and they'll find someplace else. But what they did was the Pfizer drug company got a hold of the city of New London, and the city of New London used eminent domain. Now, eminent domain is a constitutionally legitimate thing to do when it comes to highways and roads and other things of that nature. But this was a unique case. Pfizer Drug Company said, hey, we're going to have jobs here. The tax base will increase because we'll be here. So the heck with these middle class people. Forget about the people who've been here for years and love living here. And the city said, yeah, you're right. We're gonna just force these people out. After all, they're just serfs, taxpayers. They don't have any rights. This notion of property rights is an anachronism. Well, Suzette Kelo, and I got a chance to meet Suzette back in 2002, 2003, went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Every other court upheld New London's desire to destroy property rights. Actually not property rights. Property don't have any rights. The people that own the property have the rights. And the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in favor of the city of New London and the big drug companies. And wouldn't you know that the 5 justices were all of the liberal bent? You see, the right-wing meanies, those that are always working for the evil corporations, actually decided to rule in favor, and they should have, in favor of the property owners. But the liberal justices, the progressives, those that believe in helping the lower middle class people and the poor, they voted against them. And now what happened was that the drug company they merged with another company. They decided, you know what, we don't want to build here. So now it's what you call a brownfield, folks. And it's no surprise that the folks in New London have that view. New London, I should say the government, the folks in government, New London is a member of ICLEI, the International Council for Local Environmental Initiative, and sort of a subdivision of the UN, implementing Agenda 21 in the city. Agenda 21 people do not like property rights. They hate them, except that it looks like it's their property or the property of corporations. So this is a result of the heavy hand of big corporations and very so-called progressive government believing that property rights have no business. So folks, if you really want to preserve your right to own property and live where you like to live, you better jump on board and start getting involved in the opposition to Agenda 21. The only good news is that Suzette Kelo actually saved her house. It was moved closer in town to New London. But again, I recommend, if you're interested in doing something to prevent more of these things and to save not just property rights, but your freedoms, get involved with organizations like the John Birch Society, get involved with the various organizations working, Tea Party groups and other great groups, 912 groups, working to restore freedom. And I recommend jbs.org, and you can find out all about not only this Kelo case, but also the Agenda 21 issue. And by the way, just across here is the beautiful historic site of Fort Trumbull, that is, and the Thames River overlooking Long Island Sound.